Hi there. Just showcasing another 50 years of in-game time. I build some farms off diagonal roads, as planned.
As the prophecy foretold.
At first, they look okay. But two farms can't really exist while sharing a border. The self-pollution from farms is kind of profound in this game, I'm not gonna lie. I build this 3-road town, isolated from the water of the city, and create a fresh water source eventually, using water pumps, finally, something other than water towers, which there are probably like 100 at this point. Due to proximity, all but one of the farms end up failing. They turn into high-tech industry, which is okay. I decided to only observe part of this city, the little town I just made, for the next 50 years. Usually I'm constantly being attentive to everything in the city, but this time I wanted to just see how much could change in a small town. It was 4:20 when I recorded this. So in my mind, I was role-playing that this town was a small weed farm, and I was seeing how it would fare. Look at all that yellow weed. As you can see, there's storage and other facilities. That's exactly how they do it in real life for this industry. I'm imagining. I only look away to handle trash and other utility maintenance. I also added the Alamo. I felt like some of the plain area needed something happening in it, so I built another road off the Alamo. I had some windmills, because after deleting some homes, the small town was split. There's a plot of homes that become just a series of liminal-like parks. It's kind of weird. It actually lasts for a few years too, so the people must get some use out of that. 50 years passes, and that lasts about 1 hour IRL. And at this point, I looked back at the denser part of the city, and I realized that all of the skyscrapers had turned back into low density because of a water supply issue. This is the downside of having over 100 water towers instead of just using a desalinization or other more efficient water pump, especially as backup, because over the years, the utilities just get destroyed. And unfortunately, I spent too many years not paying attention to the city. But at the end, I do see some skyscrapers immediately come back. Again, it's like as soon as I look at it, the game kicks back into gear and is like, yep, this is what it's supposed to be. But it's okay. There's gonna be plenty more time in the future to let it develop back up. This farm that's next to the first high-dense area actually turned into high-tech industry, so that was a little disappointing, but I do have hope for the future that it will turn back once the industries balance out again. This city is almost completely filled, and I'm actually ready to move on to another city, try something different. Probably not in a desert, because if I'm being honest, having just patches of grassy homes on top of the dirt and sand of the desert lands kind of is jarring to the eyes and doesn't really work. But overall, I found this experiment kind of interesting. Time really does fly though, especially when you're not paying attention to the needs of other citizens. During this time, I didn't gain any additional gifted buildings, and I took things kind of slow. We end up losing about 70,000 citizens because of the loss of the skyscrapers. It's definitely evident that I built some zones too close together. Having commercial within a set proximity of the farms just completely ruins them. But I was going for a stylistic choice on this part of the city instead of trying to just master the farming aspect of it. I feel like we developed enough in the rest of the city to be able to kind of have fun at this point in the development. Redesign of the city can definitely get it back to a better state, but this city is coming to an end. Let me know in the comments if you want me to have a giant alien invasion so we can see how many crop circles form. We do have the farms for it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.